Hello, welcome back to Hive Time. This is another Bookweek book for you. This book is called Chester and Gil. Let's have a read. Chester and Gil, written by Carol Faulkner and illustrated by Anne James. It's an omnibus book printed by Scholastic Australia. Chester and Gil lived in a bowl of water. It wasn't a very big bowl, but it had some shiny pebbles in the bottom and the water was crystal clear. "What a great day to be alive," said Chester, and he did a quick lap of the bowl, followed by a double somersault, and a whirl of happy bubbles fizzed their way upwards. "Is it?" said Gil. Chester chased the bubbles to the surface, then he nosedived to the bottom of the bowl. "Life's what you make it, Gil," he said. "So you said yesterday," said Gil. Chester performed a dozen playful pirouettes and came lip to lip with his bowl-mate. He looked into Gil's droopy eyes. "What do you want to do today, Gil?" "I'm just gonna float over here today," said Gil. He picked a spot by the side of the bowl and stared at nothing in particular. "Well, I feel like I could change the world today," said Chester. "Good luck," said Gil. "It's all in the way you see things, Gil," said Chester. How do you think Chester is going to change the world when he's in a fishbowl? I don't know. Let's take a look. Chester swam over the smooth skin pebbles. They were hard and shiny, like glass, like ice. And then he saw it. There was one that stood out from the others. It was bigger and icier. The more he looked at it, the bigger and icier it grew. It towered over everything. Ooh, the water felt chillingly cold. It was very cold and very dark. Chester shivered and swam past the iceberg. In the distance, he could see something else. The sight of it took his breath away. This was not just any old ship. This one was huge, bigger than huge, much bigger. It thundered through the waves and it was heading straight for the iceberg. Chester froze. He knew he had to do something quickly. But what? Chester dived sharply. Faster, faster, must warn them. Chester flew through the water like a torpedo. His heart beat wildly. Faster, faster, here we go, now! Chester broke the surface like a rocket, launching himself into the ice-cold air. It was the flying leap of his life. He sailed through the air as if it were in slow motion. The iceberg, like a white giant, rose behind him. The great ship, looking bigger than ever, loomed in front. Chester wriggled his free-flying body to and fro so that his shiny scales flashed and flickered in the darkness. With the last of his strength, he yelled as loud as he could, "Iceberg!" Chester fell into the water, exhausted. Had they seen him? Had they heard him? The night erupted in a flurry of noise and commotion. Shouts and sirens and grinding engine noises filled the air. Chester held his breath as the ship changed its course. He couldn't watch. Would they make it? Chester peeked through his fins just in time to see the ship glide ever so closely past the iceberg and onward into the night. Phew! And then there was the distant sound of clapping and cheering and the rousing cry of 3 cheers for the goldfish! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Chester smiled. Snowflakes began falling on the water's surface. Gil swam up beside him. "I bet these fish flakes taste extra yummy today, Gil," said Chester. Gil munched mechanically. "Same as always," he said. Chester danced to and fro between mouthfuls. "Well, you know what I always say, Gil." Gil sighed. "I do. But you're going to say it anyway." "Gil, my friend," laughed Chester, "life is what you make it." What a great story. You know, when I read this story, it reminded me of being in lockdown, because being stuck in our houses is kind of like Chester and Gil being stuck in their fish tank, their little fish bowl. And yet Chester had so many adventures because he just imagined beautiful things and wonderful things and played. In fact, when he was being fed his fish food, he thought, or was pretending, it was snow falling from the sky. Well, Gil, she just said, "Same as always." She was bored because she didn't use her imagination. Today, I'm going to use the idea of Chester and Gil, and I'm going to create an under the ocean world with stickers and paint and other things. I'll show you how I go. All right, we have finished reading Chester and Gil, and I'm going to try to make something that looks like under the sea. So I have a blue bit of paper to start with, and I have a container of things that are all just kind of leftover bits and pieces from crafts. I've got some old bits of paper and, I don't know, some of this weird bendy stuff and some stickers and some textures and glue, and I'm going to see what I can do. Let's see. All right, here we are. I have my blue paper. I found some paints. They're just watercolor paints and some textures. Let's see what I can do. Now let me see. I think I'm going to start. I might start by ripping some of this paper, this green paper, and maybe giving it a bit of a twist here and there. I think I can maybe make something look a little bit like some seaweed under the sea. That will be fun. I've got glue. Oh. Let's see, make some seaweed there. And maybe make another piece of seaweed. Maybe this can be like a straight piece of seaweed next to it. I like that. And then, maybe, let me see. Maybe I can use my paint. I think I might try, because the pictures in here are painted with watercolor paint. I think I might try to paint maybe a fish. So we'll do some orange body, just like Chester and Gil, and maybe do 2 big tail fins like Chester and Gil. I can see they've got something down there too, maybe a little one up there. Okay, I might add some white for a big white eye, maybe a bit of a white belly there. What else? I'm sure I have some stickers in here somewhere. Let me see. Oh yeah, I've got some shark stickers. So maybe we have, oh, this shark is giving a jellyfish a high five. Put him up here. And some other little fish and jellyfish around for their adventures. And I had some of this weird green stuff as well. So maybe we could make some more seaweed out of this. I think basically you can use whatever you have in your house. If mum or dad say it's okay, have a look and see. It might be something that you've been throwing away. And then you can use it as a craft. There we go. Whoops, that's not sticking very well. There we go. Maybe draw around Gil or Chester, I'm not sure who it is, to make him so we can see what he looks like. There we go. I like that. I think I might need to wait until my white is dry before, or maybe we could just try to stick on, I have an eye sticker here, stick on a big googly eye for him. And you can just keep on going, making your picture into a different world. So I am making underwater world, and I'll just keep on going and see how it goes. I hope you have fun creating your own world in your picture. See you later.